All right, some reactions have also started coming in. As you can see, some people have started tweeting about this terrible incident, calling it a terrible day for literature, for freedom of speech and for authors everywhere. Poor Salman, I pray he's not hurt and recovers quickly. So we were speaking with Atish Tasir, another author, just a short while back, and he expressed the same sentiment, suggesting that it's a shock for the fraternity that anybody could be attacked in this manner. Any author could be attacked for his, if it is for his views, and we don't even know the motive of this attacker at the moment. All we know is that he ran onto the stage where the author Salman Rushdie was supposed to deliver a lecture. While he was being introduced is when this attacker lunged at him and tried to stab him. After which this attacker was restrained and Salman Rushdie was given some initial medical assistance there itself. Rishika, any further details that you're picking up on or building up to the fact that the tweet that you read out, that he seemed fine after the medical help that he got and was able to walk off the stage himself?
Well, Maha, you know, like we've been saying to our viewers, that it is unclear on what his health condition is. The tweet that I read out was from a verified Twitter handle of a journalist based in Washington, but we can't independently verify those facts, and we don't have information coming in via the international wires just yet about what his health condition is. One sincerely hopes that it was a minor attack and that he's well, but we have no independent confirmation either directly or via the international wires just yet. But I was just going through Salman Rushdie's Twitter handle, Mahan. It does appear that his newest book is called Victory City, and this book was in fact the publication date of the book is 9th February 2023. So this is the book that he was presumably promoting at this event. This is, he's tweeted, of course, several copies of the book and tweeted a lot about the book. But this is, presumably what Salman Rushdie was doing in New York, promoting this book. He's the author of 14 novels. I mean, he's written extensively. Midnight Children, of course, was the one for which he won the Booker Prize and the best of the Booker. The Satanic Verses, like I said, is the one that has been the most controversial. That is the book that he wrote back in 1998, Maha, if I'm not wrong. And, he has received threats and how for that book ever since. So let's just in fact put out a picture of his latest book that's scheduled to release next year, The Victory City. This is the book that he was presumably promoting in New York. But like I said, he's he is a world famous writer. He was a former president of Penn American Center. He was knighted in 2007 for his services to literature. His most famous book still continues to remain Midnight Children, for which he won the Booker and the best of the Booker. He's written the Satanic Verses, like I said, which is of course the book that's landed, in all the in all that controversy. So many, The Golden House, and this of course being his latest. So he's the author of 14 novels. He's no stranger to controversy. But at this moment, it's unclear on whether we can even link this attack to the Satanic Verses or, to the death threats that he suffered for 2 decades. So it is all in the realm of speculation whether this is actually motivated by that. Or whether this is just a freak incident. We have no confirmation on that just yet. We're of course trying to connect with reporters in New York to try and ascertain the facts and get more information. But so far, what the Associated Press is reporting is that he was stabbed while he was on stage, even before he began speaking. So while he was being introduced is when a man actually walks up on stage, punches him and then stabs him in full public view. So those are, unfortunately, the details that we have right now.
Yes.
And like I said, a new book that is scheduled to come out next year, February 9th, 2023. And presumably that is what Salman Rushdie was doing. He was promoting his book in New York. This is an incident that has happened at a stadium. It's called the Chautauqua Institution. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's in Western New York. But also, Maha, it does raise several questions about, the safety and security. I mean, the US is no stranger to gun violence, and now, we are seeing him, Salman Rushdie, being stabbed in this fashion in full public view.